Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening. My name is Paul-Esupofo Oriade. I'm so glad to be here once again. Firstly, I want to thank God for those people that participated yesterday. It was wonderful. Thanks to Pastor Obi Ojimadu, who really related a very wonderful thing for us in encouraging, making sure that we have a very wonderful thing by the grace of God. So as you join in, I really appreciate all of you. Please tell us your name, the country you're watching from, and if you want to participate, you can also do that. Today we're going to go to introduction, basic introductions to techniques in editing with smartphone. I promised to give you some videos today, but not unfortunately, there is no light. You can see some shadows here, very thick shadow here, that I'm trying to avoid at all costs, to really avoid. If I do like this, I'm going to avoid it seriously, but it's still casting on me here. But nevertheless, I will try as much as possible so that the shadow can be very, very if you can go up, it will reduce the shadow completely. Okay, thank you. That's my wife for you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Well, we are talking about basic things and all that. The first thing I would tell you, if you want to be involving in editing, if you want to be doing editing, if you want to really go into the field of editing, first thing I would tell you that you must have the studio. You must have the studio. You must have the studio where you want to do those editing. You must have a where you have to know those editing. I will give you some basic things, whether you are using Android, you are using iPhone, or whatever you're using. Thank you so much. Whatever you are using is okay that way. Thank you. Turn it a bit. Okay, you can manage it. So by the grace of God, so please feel free to share the video immediately you enter. Not better. Yeah, it's okay that way. Okay, so I will please tell you to please go ahead and share the video. I'm going to be telling you the basic things first. Whether you are using a smartphone, Android, you are using iPhone, whatever you're using, thank you so much. Whatever you're using to do what is needed to be done, I want to tell you the basic of video editing with smartphone. You know, one of the things is that you must create an environment for yourself. You're using a phone. You're using your phone to do a lot of things. You're using your phone to really participate. Please go ahead and share and let us know where you're watching from. Okay. Now, one of the things I've discovered, if you're using a phone to edit, know that you need to get, like I said, just everything I've said about storage devices, the space must be there. But first thing first is that don't be intimidated by somebody using PC. Hello. Don't be intimidated because somebody is using what? Is using what? PC. Because if the person is using a PC, if the person is using a PC and is really scaring you, don't be scared. Okay, don't be scared at all. Don't be scared at all, because it's a tool, it's a device. Okay, it's a device, and you begin to learn something because maybe you have even edited something. Maybe if a photo, maybe you have already edited a photo before, that becomes a picture in your home and all that. You need to look at it and all that. Okay, or you always want to do something new. You always want to learn to edit with professional software. And I want to tell you that professional software, and I have a good stand. Though it's not sponsored, but they gave me 3 months. 3 months that I've been using. I think it's ending this month. They gave me 3 months that I've been using on this software I'm about to mention, KineMaster, KINE Master, KineMaster. kind master. So if you want to do that for your ministry, for your group, for your organization, create and suit a studio. Create a studio for yourself. Get a table, get a comfortable table for you for your editing. If you want to use a Bluetooth, try a Bluetooth keyboard. You can go ahead and do that. It's a very wonderful thing you can do and all that. If you can hear me very well, just give me a thumb up. If you can hear me very well, just give me a thumb up so that I know that you are hearing me very well. If you can hear me very well. Now, one of the things is that get familiar. Getting your ensued, you get your table, you get your speaker. It's going to be good for you. Oh, please, can you get me that small speaker, please? It's in the box. Okay. Now, get a speaker that you can hear your sound very well, or you get a very fantastic headphone. A very fantastic headphone will be of great help. A very fantastic headphone will be of great help to you. Okay, it's going to be a good help to you, and it's just type something. Okay, let me know you're hearing me clearly. Okay, let me just give me a thumb up and all that. So number one, I've told you need to get a suit where there will be no noise, that you have a time to yourself. It's the same thing. Whether you are using a smartphone, you're using a PC, you're using something, thank you. It's the same thing. Get a kind of Bluetooth microphone like this, where you can hear very well. Now, is your phone here? Just place something on it and let me put it on. Okay, as small as it is, a waterproof. I think it's about $30, $90 or so. Okay. Now, I've put it on. Then, if you don't get that, you can get a very good. Look at it. It's 3-jack. It's 3-jack. You see it. It's very important to get that. It's very, very important. Now, that's from. Okay, good. Now, you can increase the volume from your end to the end. You see that? I can also reduce it from there. Please help me reduce it. Okay, good.
No.
Okay, let it go.
I refuse to sell Jesus Christ for just 100 naira.
These are
no. I choose to do that which is right. Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, thank you. You can cut it. You can cut that. Do you see that? So if you are listening and you are editing, you'll be able to hear clearly. When you get a very good audio, very sound audio, you can do that, and you can get earpiece. But you have to reduce the volume. So when you can put it on as you are doing the editing, okay? But make sure you reduce the volume so that you can hear what is going on in your environment. But that one can also make you not to hear some things like but you may not hear some things like that too much, and you'll be able to hear it too. You can also get a very good earpiece. It's not available now, but the picture, you can see it on the picture. So by the time you get something and you have all those things set, then the next thing you need to do for yourself is to get yourself familiarized with the environment. Okay, get yourself familiarized. Okay, this is the editing suite. This is where I'm going to be working. This is one thing. This is there for your phone. Okay, you must get thank you. You can also use the kind of a Bluetooth kind. Okay. So you can also get it this way. So as you are doing that, you can now remove it. You can put it this way if you like. Okay. This one is a Bluetooth earpiece, so you don't need to be connected to the laptop, to the smartphone. You are not limited, so you can still be playing it. Maybe after rendering, you can still be playing it, and then you are moving around to hear what it's saying. Okay, so you can move around to know what it's saying and while you are editing, or you have finished editing to the limited level of the distance. Okay, so you can also do that. Good. Now, another thing is this. Because this is your first time, you have to put all the gears in place. You have to make sure everything you can do. Yes, you can do it. You can edit with a smartphone. And that's why last Friday I showed you some of the things we did in Lagos. How some people who have never edited before are really editing on their own. So tonight is going to be like an introduction to a lot of things, getting acquainted to the basics of the video editing with smartphone. Okay, now having gotten all the footages, whether it's on an hard drive, you have copied to hard drive, or it's an hard disk or whatever, you need to learn to edit in a professional way. So you can download these apps. I've told you before, I only talk about two. We have used all manner. We have Viva Video, all manner. But we have this one, Cyberlink Power Director. Cyberlink Power Director. You can buy. You can do for. If you don't buy it, there's going to be watermark going with all your videos, and also KineMaster. Those are the two things I can recommend for anybody. Download it on your phone. Make sure your phone is compatible. You know, those are the things so that it do not spoil your phone. Make sure your phone is what? Is compatible. It's very important so that your phone will not be misbehaving. And that also comes to the 6 and 7 inches, 6 inches, 7 inches of the size of your smartphone that I mentioned, of a sizable, so that it will help you to see your screen, and you can also see how the work is going on it. You know, when you are using as a video editing software like the one, especially Android or iPhone video editing software. Okay, if you're using iPhone, that iMovie is there already, that came with it, and all that, you can enjoy all those stuff, and you can enjoy all those stuff. Then the video editing professional thing, we also make you to get acquainted to what is. You can also, like a KineMaster. You have a KineMaster there, or you remove it? Okay, please, can I have it, please? Now on the KineMaster, you need a lot of things. Just like you have the Final Cut Pro, what you can do on the iPhone. On iPhone, you have the iMovie. You can also make some things to do it. Now, you need to look at something that you know is not as big. And if you want to go extra mile, okay, you want to go extra mile, you can do extension to the like HP monitor and all that if you want to do that. But on the go, you want to edit, you won't need those things. But I'm giving the option of, you have a studio for it. Yeah, power. It's okay. Anyone you have, you know. So you are getting to it, and then you create a kind of file. You create a file for all those materials you have, and then you look at it on your something and look at it how you can also upload it. You have your view, the viewfinder. Let me say the timeline rather. The timeline, you have to look at it, and you need to look at it, the timeline, because everyone has a timeline. Okay, now look at it now. This is the power director here. Okay, this is the power. Let me increase the let me increase so that you can see it. Now this is the power director here. Okay, so I'm going to start with this power director thing. So after you downloaded it, you create a new project to start editing. Now if you are not familiar with it, I will advise you, once you get to this, go to the tutorial. Go to the tutorial. On the tutorial, you will see a lot, a lot. How to extract audio, how to adjust this, how to zoom, how to trim and split, how to produce video. Now, you will see how to produce video. Okay? And these are the things that by the time I have some of those things, I'm going to show you how to produce video, how to add how to add, okay, add and edit a title, trim and split, palm and soon can burn effect, how to add a PIP video, extract audio from audio, adjust video speed, record the voiceover, adjust video effect, create and manage project, export to Cyberlink Cloud. Okay, that is what the tutorial has provided. I think I'll be able to make sure that I get all those things starting from this, because this editing is what a lot of people really want to know. And I'll also show you some of the videos I've done, so I'll be able to play some of these things for us, and I'll be using a lot of videos on this editing. By the grace of God, when we have Femi Olufemi Abraham, you'll be able to also do justice practically for us to see. Now, I know something about these things. I have edited on a smartphone before, but I felt I will be duplicating effort if I'm the only one doing everything and all that. So if you get the director, you take it to this place and you create a new project to start editing. Click here, then you give it the project. Is your phone is going to be 16 by 9 or 9 by 16? 16 by 9 or 9 by 16. Okay, is here. Okay, then you pick 16 by 9. Then you say okay. Your project name, you can give it online. Let me just get online class. Okay, online class. So that's the project name. You always, just like the normal way, project name, you separate it, project name, online class. Okay, then you say okay, then it gives you this. Now it takes you to the timeline here, and all the videos, if you have a video capture before or color board, Google Drive, if you are picking your video from Google Drive, especially if it's on Google Drive and you have internet on, it's also good. They're all over. You also be. Now let's go for this one. Now there's one that has been done before. So if you double click it, it comes on the timeline. It comes on the timeline, and this time around you're using and. You'll be using and to do what? To do the editing, to move it, to cut it, to do it. So you'll be using your two hands to do a lot of things. And what do? Then you play. Okay? Now you play, and it show you this thing for the next time. You drag content to the timeline to edit. Okay? You use the pinch gesture to scale the something. I'm not yet to do that. I'm just trying to give you to get familiar to what we have. So you can return. This arrow here means return. Now when you start, if you follow it, you just see the English. Just all of them is grammar. Just follow the grammar. Then you also see to tap to access your media, capture a video or photo, record a voiceover and a view of the available title effect there. Then you'll be able to go on and on like that. Okay? Now, you can always see when you finish, you can say produce a movie. But your video produced by private director will be stored here. Will be stored here. They'll be able to see it. So let me thank God I have something a bit to go. And if you finish, you can just go and put exit. Okay. Now let's continue on the introduction. So when you now go to your timeline, don't forget that everything you have to put them together in a file. So when you put everything together in a file, you must understand that each of the projects, you must understand it from the start to finish, so that you don't just jump around not doing anything and all that. So when you are creating a project from start to finish and look at it, you need to do like this. You can hear your Bluetooth, or you can use the Bluetooth mic speaker, which is louder. You can also, like now, if I play anything here now, it's going to play there. Do you get it now? Then you have to look at it. Okay, I'm having a project, creating and tightening the project. What's the name of the project? So as you're learning all those things, you are getting familiar with what you have. So all you need to do is just to bring up and set up your project. Give it a name, call it a name, pick the one you want to do. Like now, 4x3 is this some portrait video right now I'm doing. But is always on the 16:9 widescreen. Okay, so you now look at it, you look at the audio playback, you see all those tools, and you get familiar to them. So when you set it up, all kind of things you need, you tag them, you put them in folders. Okay, just like I've taught when it comes to editing in the normal phone or normal PC, you put them into folders. Then you also look at it. Some of them will say, okay, do this. Okay, when you want to export, we ask you, are you doing a DVC Pro? Are you doing the DVC Pro HD? Are you doing a full HD? Are you doing the MFA format? Whatever you're using, it will tell you, okay, am I going for the 1920 by 1080, or I'm going by 1280 by 720? It's just HD and the full HD. So you have to look at it and all that. Then you make sure that all the things that you're doing in your project is set. Then, you know, in the normal conventional video, when we started with the analog, you have to capture, or you know, but when it comes to digital, you import your footage. Here you also have the something like that, which looks like importing because it's already in your phone. So you just import it to the timeline where you need it, where it's needed. And all right, so when you put it there, you now begin to cut. You now begin to do editing and adding transitions, cutting a lot of things off. These are the basic. I'm just giving a basic tonight, okay? Then you look at it yourself. Then after you do this, then you begin to edit it, tweak it to the best of what you needed to do. Then the next thing is you export, you edit. You export it and you now look at the format. Which format am I giving? Some of them we can even give a QuickTime movie option. So why some people give you Facebook, YouTube, all the social media, you can give all the social media you can export to, and you look at it, then you can also reduce it to whatever you want to do. Now, another thing is that we also have the kind of Adobe Premiere for phone, okay, for phone. But I always want to say, I want to recommend personally, with a ministry which we have enjoyed so much personally, these two apps, the KineMaster and the CyberLink Power Director. Okay, other ones are still good. For iPhone, I will make mention of Filmic Pro or Filmora. Okay, Filmora is also good, and iMovie is also good. Okay, now the more you are used to any of this one, the more you use it, more often you use it, the better you get familiar with it. So the first thing is that just edit anything. Just don't mind whether it's doing all that. Just edit anything. So when you start editing, before you now say you're exporting, if you know about effect, you begin to apply effects. You begin to apply color correction. Some people take color grading. You know, you tweak it and you look at it. You look at basic effect, motion effects. You know, you use a lot of them like that. You do a filter, transition effect, color correction, and that is a very good thing that KineMaster also introduced. Wow! So when it was done, just 3 minutes was the color correction and color grading was applied by Olufemi Abraham. So what we begin to do is that we begin to tweak it and tweak it and tweak it. You also look at the fine titles, good opening. There are some presets on this one, on CyberLink Power Director, and also on KineMaster. There are some presets you can use. There are some presets you will use, and it will be a very good day for you. Okay, good. A very good day. A very good deal for you. You look at your title, you look at some things you need to look at. Then by the time you finish all those things and you are putting them in groups, you are laying them, you're not confused about it. So you need to look at it. Okay, this is video editing. Whatever device you're using, iPhone, Android, is a video editing application. The technique is the same. I keep on saying it. The technique is the same. The technique or the techniques are the same. So there is no one is superior to another one. Once you get, if I show you a particular movie, maybe if I have it, I will also show now. If I show you a particular movie, I tell you that, oh, we have used phone or no, that's why I keep on telling lead editor that please don't put it at the beginning again. Sometimes it pisses some people off. Some people say, wow, the expectation is there, but by the time you didn't put it and they look at it and the end of it, you now say edited on this, wow, I will say that. So you have to look at it, and then after I've done that, you now think of delivery. How do I put it on? Or so you now look at it. If it's going on Facebook, I need to compress it to a minimal level. If it's going on DVD, some people say, how will you produce film on phone and you now put it on DVD? It is very, very possible. I was watching one of the films we edited on phone, The Bargain, and I was shocked. I was really, really shocked to my brown. I said, wow. Not because I've not seen it before, but I saw it in another way. So you can export it with any media encoder, okay, available on your phone. All these things that are available on your phone to see for yourself. And you look at the source monitor, you also look at it, and you also look at it and look at, okay, let me use the maximum render quality that my phone can accept. Like my phone now, I can only accept like a 720. That's just HD. Okay. Now I have some phones I've used before that they are more than that. Now, when you're understanding the encoding and designing your own encoding specs, you need to understand that, okay, these are the things I want to do, and you look at it, because frame per second also matter when you are setting the bit rate. The bit rate also are important, because when you're encoding video, you are going to be dealing with bit rate. So you have to look at it. Okay, which one do I want to go? Okay, Facebook, it's automatically. Oh, let me see this one, because what the bit rate, the kilobytes, that's kilobyte and all that. You see kbps. You have seen kbps. That's kilobyte per seconds. Now, no matter what it look like, kilobytes are basically 8 times in the number of kilobytes. Kilobytes, okay? Bits, kilobits, bit, and kilobytes, byte. So kilobits are basically 8 times the number of kilobytes. So you can get kilobytes per second by dividing your number of kilobytes by 8. So if your video was exactly 94 seconds long and encoded in a bit rate of 1000 kilobytes per second, that means it will be 11.75 MB. Just divide it to by 8. Okay, just divide it by 8. Okay, so this is all assuming that every second of video equals exactly 1000 kilobytes, which is only the case if you encode at a constant bit rate. Okay, did we get it now? So they also have a keyframes. All those things you'll be using your hand. You'll be using your hand to do all these things, not like the one that you use the mouse. You use the mouse and you begin to get your result. No. Okay, you need to look at that, which is very, very important. And you have to understand, like I said, you must understand your things very well. Now, in shooting or in editing with a smartphone, hey, you need a lot of patience, and you need to get this chair. When I was talking about that studio, the chair kind of chair you have, you be like a massaging chair. If you have, you can afford. If you cannot afford, you can also use this. But make sure you're sitting. You are sitting straight, so that at the end of the day, you'll not be bent this way. Okay, you are sitting straight and you are holding it. Okay, and like I've told you, I've given you all manner of ones you can use. So when I was talking about gear, if you are editing or you're shooting, you'll be able to put some things in balance. Okay, now, no matter what, in all these things, you must be creative. Now, what is the essence of this editing? The essence of editing is to fix some things, putting the best shot together to tell a story. Now, sometimes you can also go on YouTube to get yourself acquainted more, to get yourself relevant more, to see by yourself and say, okay, these are the things I want to do. You do everything to make it good, make it great. Make sure that what you are doing is very, very fantastic, and people will say, wow, what a wonderful thing you're doing. Remember, these are the things that have to do with management and leadership, because this is where you are going to get a lot of things, and you have to make sure that what you are doing, you ask questions from other people who have been doing editing before. Remember, this is your, let's assume that this is your first time. You are not familiar with a lot of things. Excuse me. You are not familiar with a lot of things, and you want to make sure that you get the result. So you need to ask questions about people who have gone ahead of you, or professionals who have been doing editing for some time. And what you need to do is that you can also do self-education. You can sit down by yourself and look at what's the difference. What difference am I doing? What difference is it between a smartphone and the PC? You know, but these are the mindset. It's your mindset. It will go back to your mindset. It will come back to your mindset. What do I get or I gain from this one? Because you have to look at it again. What am I managing? What am I administering? What am I leading here? What is the difference between what I'm doing and what I can do? Okay? Now, the tactics, the skills, the techniques is all you need. The techniques is all you need. Answer the question of people's eyes and say, do you think this is correct? Because at the end of it, your editing is to comfort, is to inspire, is to encourage, is to strengthen all the believers. Okay, let's see if I can get a particular how do I call it? Let me see if I can get a particular video that we have done on this, that some of the things. When I look back and I saw what we have done, I told myself, I said, this is serious. This is serious. Do we get it now? So we even have some shots, some clean shots, screenshot. Okay, okay. Then we have a screenshot here. Let me see if I can use it quickly. We have a screenshot here. We have a screenshot here. We have a power director here. This is what it looks like. Then you go to the power director. These are the part of the things we have done on our things. So you look at new project, app or tutorial or produce video. So these are the ones we have done, and you look at it, and you go to your timeline. This is the timeline here. Okay, this is your timeline here. Put in a lot of things, the audio, the video on it, and all the layers, or putting transition. You see the one I told you here, the transition. Then the text present. Okay, after that one we have like a project. That's the beginning. You tag your project, maybe app 121 and all that. Then you go to your new project here. You change the title. Then you come here to export. As you're exporting the video you have there, then you put it on the timeline. Then you look at the camera MX where you kept your things, wherever you have shot it. Then you place it on the timeline. So when you place it on the timeline, you begin to tweak it to whatever you want to do. You move it from one place to another. Then you have all this one. You have a Banya MP4. We have this one that was shot by Ayodele. You understand? So we have this one. It's going to tell you this one is 10p by 720. And you put it there. If it's compatible, it will also tell you that. Then we have this one. As you're putting it, you can tweak it. You can cut to whatever you want to do per time. So you see the timeline on their phone. These are on your phone. They just do a screenshot so that you can have it bigger. You can pick your text, place it, whatever you want to do. You can also pick your text from your WhatsApp messages, WhatsApp images, if you have it there and you want to quickly do something. So these are the introduction to all these things, and you go to here, you pick and you click on it, you double click on it, and it comes straight to this place. Okay, so then you move on to this. You see now we come straight to this place. That double click the like here. Okay, it moves on to this place. Then just double click and you click on that one to lay on it, and you can expand it. You can return here. Okay, you can return here. You see this arrow is return. You can play here. You can begin to split or cut. You can add music here. You can add effect here. Okay, all of them are just English. Okay, Victoria Latunji Olayemi, thank you. So you can increase the volume on your phone if you want to make sure you get this, and that is saving saving it, and then you can increase it. Okay, you can increase it to what is here. Okay, that's our brother in Kano we're using. So thumb up, save us. People that are going through Wahala, you can also expand it at that place. Okay, then you see this movie, the Elgumatics, so we use it as a template, bringing it to your phone. This is the way to look like on your phone. Okay, this is the way to look like on your phone. You can delete here. You can delete here. That's a delete sign. Anything you don't like, you can start cutting it, splitting it into two, getting a very good thing about it. So you see now, you splitted it to cut it. You can also come to a preset here. Whatever you want to do to transition picture, the opening script preset to pick maybe Bizarre, Blur, Binary 2, Geometric Pack, and all those ones. You can pick from those one title for yourself. You can pick and you can. Another thing is that as you're doing it, you begin to download. This one that is being picked as an example. Then you see all those things download. You must download them, and then you play them ahead of time, so you can pick as many as possible. Then you see you place it here. You come to this place again. You continue whatever you are doing. So you begin to put it there little by little, line by line, preset on preset. When it's ending, you pick another one to end it. Okay, then you have a color board. You can use a color board to achieve whatever you want to achieve. Maybe you want to change it to whatever you feel like, and you will see there's something that we can do. Then end credit, you can see the end credit. You can see the one automatically is a preset too. That look at this one, end credit is having the cast name already. Okay, it's having the cast name already. Do you see that? So it's having the cast name already. It's having all those ones. Then you can go on to double click it. It's come down there. Then it come cast actor. Then you edit it to whatever you want to do. This like on your phone. And you see the cast name. A lot of people make mistakes. It casts. Cast is cast. C-A-S-T is cast. No S there. Okay. Now you see. Now you begin to edit it to the number of people. Abimbola, Mary, Buki, whatever, who have done the casting. Produced by producer's name. Directed by director's name. And that's the template on the Cyberlink. Okay, then you can add music and add the voiceover if you want to. You can see the video here, maybe the one you want to record it live, and you want to pick live, maybe you're live, you're doing a presentation like this, and you want to do something very important. Then you look at it live in the summertime and all those stuff. Put the music you want. You can pick them 13 seconds and duration. You see there. Then you add it to the music name, the person, so it will help you the music name, and that's one of the things we combine the two. We combining the power director and cam master. You're going to enjoy yourself more, but you need to know how to use one first very well before you can combine. Then you can cut it to the end so that you can be the rhyme and you play it, and after that you save your project. If you're going somewhere and you come back again, you save your project. If you're not coming back, then you produce your video. Then you put it save to the gallery or SD card, depending on the one on your phone. Okay. Then after that, you share on Facebook if you want to share on Facebook. If you want to share on YouTube, or you more output options, maybe WhatsApp and all the rest. You also go into those things. Then you save to gallery, full HD. You can see that. So to give you, okay, you can put on full HD, HD, SD. Then you can do the setting and produce. Let's go to Facebook. To produce, and it will encode in, then it will render, and that is preparing. And after that, it's going to render, and it will tell you 100%. Then you say play now. Okay, either of the two, it show 99, and this has loading when it's encoding it and it's coming up and all that. You can also look at it on the Power Director tutorial MP4 to get your results. So after this complete, then that's what we have. Okay, so we have this. These are the things, and you can play it. You can compress it the way you like. You can compress it to whatever you are. These are the videos. These are the things that if you play it, you don't have all these things. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. All right. I hope you enjoy yourself a bit tonight. So Sorry about that. That's all I will take tonight, and I want to appreciate all of you. I want to appreciate Olufemi Brown for making some of the things available. Thank you so much. I hope you gained something. I hope you get to, because I've done some videos on this and I'm going to play it, and he has done some videos on this. I'm going to play it for you to get familiar, and I'm going to show you a lot of videos from the website, all the websites I've said to help you out. Okay, it will help you. I want to see if we can combine them, taking them bit by bit, so that you can do some things. Okay, this is just introduction. This is just introduction tonight. Monday through Friday is 9:30 a.m. Nigerian time. Saturday and Sunday is 9:30 p.m. respectively. I want to appreciate all of you. I want to thank God for those who have joined tonight and those who are joining, those who are going to be watching later. This is just the beginning, and we're going a long way into this editing thing. I tell you, we're going a long way into it, launching deeper and deeper and deeper. Starting, we are using a Pro Director tonight as part of the examples we're using, and thank God, because I want to dwell so much on KineMaster, and I'm going to be playing from KineMaster tutorial and all that, but I will also play from all those ones I've mentioned. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. With this, you are saying, let nothing stop the work of God from your life. Let nothing stop the work of God in your hand. Make sure you're doing the right thing, you're following the right step, you're doing things right, and then it will surprise you. So let me quickly say, editing on smartphone does not make it lesser than editing on PC. It depends on the highest kind of technology, highest kind of available tool on your smartphone. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Special thanks to my wife for this. Thank you for that wonderful support from time to time. I pray the Lord bless you and increase in Jesus. And to those who have joined, to the Michelle and everybody that joined, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow we continue. It's going to be like that. This is the beginning. This is A. So I think we're going to get to, get to Z, maybe to Z. Then we'll be able to see a lot of things by the grace of God. Thank you so much. God bless you. Do have a fruitful night. Bye.